guys, it's Tika and welcome back to the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you can be notified every time I post a new delicious video. You guys, you guys have been asking me literally for so long to do this video. I don't know why you guys want to see me ruin perfectly good cake, but let's go, okay? Let's go. Today we're going to be making cotton candy colored dipped Cakesicles, okay? We're going to begin with preparing our cake, making sure it's just right for dipping. From there, we're going to be prepping our chocolate, and lastly, we're going to finish with a little dipping and decorating. So let's get started.
The first thing we need to do is prepare our cake, and I'm using a box mix today.
I actually have instructions here from My Little Cake Pop on how to properly prepare your cake for the dip method.
The first thing we want to do is sub our oil out for equal parts butter. This butter is melted and it is cooled. And I also subbed water for milk today. And we're just going to follow the instructions on the back of the box as they read and finish up this cake.
Once everything is baked, you want to give your cake like 10 minutes or so just to cool a little bit.
While your cake is still warm, not hot, you can go ahead and pull it from the pan and start breaking it into crumbs. Now you may or may not need icing, but I like to keep mine handy just in case. Now the cake in this bowl is actually still pretty warm, so I'm just going to get in there with my hands and combine this until it turns into a nice dough. And just for taste and a little structure, I'm adding in about a tablespoon of frosting. The next thing we need to do is shape our Cakesicles, so I'm beginning by adding sticks into my mold here, and then adding in our cake.
Now that step is done, I actually place these into the freezer for about 15 minutes or so, just enough time to let them stiffen up so that they don't break apart when we remove them from the mold.
Then I'm going to let these hang out at room temp, just enough time to allow them to warm up so we're not dipping them cold into warm chocolate. And speaking of chocolate, I'm going to begin preparing mine in my Choco Maker chocolate melter, and I'm just starting by adding in a little plain white chocolate into each of these sections. And we're actually going to color these today with some Color Mill oil-based dyes. I'm beginning with a little teal, and I'm going to add that right in. Next, I'm going in with a little purple. And in the last section, I am using a little candy. I also decided to add a little hot pink in with my purple.
I wanted my purple to be sort of like a warm pastel.
I noticed that using it all on its own, it gave like this gray color, and that is not the look I'm going for. I think this looks much better. Now let's prepare our chocolate for dipping. I'm starting off with 2 silicone cups, and I'm just going to fill these all the way to the top with some plain white chocolate. I'm going to place these in the microwave for 30-second intervals until everything is nice and creamy. And I'll be leaving the first cup white, and the second cup I dyed candy pink. I'm going to start with the pink cup first. And in my pink cup, I'm going to gently dip my cake all the way down to the bottom and coat both sides all the way down to the stick with chocolate. Then I'm going to just lift it straight up out of the chocolate. Give it a little tap. And then to decorate, I'm keeping it really simple today. We're just going to add some sprinkles. And there we go. For our next Cakesicles, we are dipping in white chocolate, and we're just going to do the same thing that we did before. We're going to gently coat the cake all the way down to the stick in chocolate. We're going to gently remove and tap off the extra. Now we're going to get ready to decorate. I am using those fun colors that we made earlier, and I just placed them into a piping bag, and I'm going to drizzle diagonally over my Cakesicles, and I'm beginning with this teal. I'm going to follow that up with purple. And lastly, I'm just going to add some pink. And now we're done.
And that is it for today, guys. I'm actually quite impressed at how well these turned out for my first time even trying this. I'm not making no promises, but I might try this again in the future. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.